Hey guys, welcome to a new thing that I'm doing. It's kind of like a podcast type thing, only it's a drawing type podcast. I'm going to talk a little bit, I'm going to draw. It's going to work kind of like a live stream, but it's not live. So if you're doing anything, driving, doing whatever, drawing, writing, whatever you do in your life and you're watching this, you can kind of listen to it as a podcast. If you really want to, you can watch the video, but it's mainly for the commentary. I'm going to tilt the camera down in a second, and I'm going to let you just look at what I'm drawing. I'm working on a page for a series that I'm doing. I'm not going to explain any of the things I'm really doing, but I'll just kind of talk to you about stuff and draw. So, yeah. Let's see if you can see that. I am listening to something myself, actually, so if I get quiet for a sec, sorry about that. I may speed this up a little bit at some points if it gets to be kind of stale that you don't really want to watch it. The audio will probably stay the same though, so. One thing that I have been looking forward to, if you follow cartoons and things like that, animation, there was actually a pretty big thing happening on Cartoon Network a little while ago. If you are a kid, like me, or maybe you're an older person that just follows animation, one thing you might know about is something called regular show. I don't know why I'm explaining it like this, like you don't know what it is, but I really enjoy the show, and I really do enjoy the show, and recently there was a pretty big event on Cartoon Network. They had regular show with the movie happening, which was kind of a big deal, really. I mean, I really did enjoy that, and I thought it was a really great thing. I haven't watched it yet. I have it recorded on my DVR. Probably gonna watch that today. So I'm pretty excited for that. Okay, so as I was saying, it's gonna be kind of a mellow stream here. Just kind of be drawing, talking to you a little bit here and there. So. Starting a new set of pages here. The kind of system I work with is a bit strange for comic books. I really just kind of go with it. I have some notes right here for the storyline I'm following. Because I work in a system where I do all the pencils, all the inks, all the writing, when I do this, I have to go through all the text dialogue, and I have to do all the art, and I have to do all the frames. So it takes a bit longer for work. However, a lot of times my artwork is a little bit, when it comes to comic books, because I'm not doing this professionally, I'm fitting it into a frame like this. A lot of times it's less detailed, it's less very perfected. So when I do this, it's kind of weird the way it works. Okay, so the scene I'm about to draw, I'm going to tell you a little bit, is a scene with some Star Wars type parody characters that will be seen. Looking at some reference here for them that I drew up. Yeah. I'm sorry I'm not explaining a lot of this. I just kind of don't want to spoil it. I know a lot of you guys watching probably won't see the comic, so I might get more into spoiler territory at some point. These are Clone Trooper parodies. So I'm gonna stop recording for 1 sec, and then you'll just see a brief little cut thing, and I will turn in 1 sec. Alright, so we're getting back to it. I might have mentioned this before, but some of my friends also do YouTube. So if you are interested in checking them out, I might leave links in the description. And if not, you can probably just search them up. You should be able to find them relatively easy. MOG Aiden, Jack Ireland, Archie Duffin, Riot. No, trying to think of one of their usernames. Baconator 2003. So that's that. You can check those out if you so desire. They got some pretty cool content that they put out. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this kind of like mellow feel, this little bit of podcast style stuff. I kind of enjoy recording it, not having to do all the editing and things. So if you do enjoy this, be sure to let me know in the comments so I can make some more of this and you can enjoy it. Also, I don't have this set up properly yet for live streaming. I'm sorry I'm stopping talking. I hope you guys do like this mellow kind of feel to it, this little bit. Just kind of talking to you guys and doing a whole lot other than drawing and talking. I know that I got some good responses to the speed draw videos, so hopefully you enjoy this. Because this is just a very similar thing, just instead of speeding it up the way I usually do and then adding music to it, I just talk over it and I draw. So yeah. I don't know how long I plan on making these. You'll obviously be able to see because you can see on YouTube, but it'll probably span from anywhere from like 10 minutes to 30 minutes to maybe an hour or something, depending on the day and how I'm feeling or whatever. But and this one may be shorter, this one may be longer, I don't know. But this is just something I'm gonna do. That's a fun thing. Something you don't see often in videos is I'll go to the side and I'll like look at my phone or I'll do whatever. But you'll see a lot of that in this kind of thing because I'm just a casual little thing. If there's any areas where I'm not talking and you really like, you're just watching this for the audio, feel free to skip past that and you can get to an area where I'm really talking to you guys. But if you are watching this as a video, then you should be able to just enjoy the drawing aspect of it. Make sure you ask some questions down in the comments as well, because I like doing some answers, and I don't mind kind of questions. I might do a Q&A type thing or something like that. Um, there might be small areas where I'm not talking. You don't really need to skip that. Hopefully, you if you just wait a little bit to see if I start to talk. And this is kind of a weird thing because I don't do a lot of this kind of stuff, but yeah, you should be able to enjoy this stuff. Because I'm listening to something myself, I get kind of distracted sometimes. So yeah. If you are interested in some live streaming, I might be able to work it out. It's just I'm having some trouble getting it set up, but I will work on that if you are interested. So be sure to let me know that down in the comments as well, just to see if you respond to the live streaming. The live stream would basically just be this. It would be a live version of this where I'm just talking and kind of just kind of talking and being mellow and, you know, drawing. And live streams probably won't always be drawing. Sometimes I might be doing something else, like, I don't know, playing a game or something. So yeah. And I might get guests on here maybe, if anyone feels like they really want to. I might get someone like, someone who draws or someone that's interested in it just to kind of come on and talk, so I'm not the only one on here. But, so yeah. Something that I might have mentioned before, if you follow my old channel, you know, I told you guys about the thing that I was doing with some other channels. We're doing a podcast, and I realized that one of them was uploaded, and then I don't know what happened to the rest of them. I wasn't the one who was going to be uploading them, so I honestly don't know what happened there. If you are still interested in those, I'm trying to work out a podcast of my own that would be uploaded to here, but I'm having trouble contacting people, so if you guys are interested in that, be sure to let me know, and I'll kind of feel more motivated to try and get that done. I feel kind of weird talking as I work like this. It's kind of distracting, but I don't mind it really. I don't know if I'm going to either speed it up or if I'm just going to stop recording for a sec when I get to the if I get to a part where I'm not talking much. I don't know if I'm going to speed it up or if I'm going to just stop recording there and then I'll cut to where I'm talking again. But we'll see, because, I mean, obviously, you're gonna see, because it's gonna be slightly edited. But yeah. I might, like, kind of turn the page so you can see the frame right side up. But I'm probably not gonna do that with every frame, but I might do it a few times. So, yeah. And I'm also not going to cut out any things that I do, so if you hear a burp or a cough or something, I apologize, I guess. Why did I start this? I don't know, guys. Anything I do in this series, don't question me, I don't know. So yeah. I've been watching some, let's see, what can I talk about here? been watching some. I've talked about these guys before. Nerd Sync. They are a great YouTube channel. They have some good podcast content as well as a show called Common Misconceptions. Oh, speaking of which, I actually, they were the inspiration for this. Actually, I based this off their Common Misconceptions show. I made a new comic book show called Behind the Page. We talked about the Joker in the first episode, so I don't know if you guys checked that out. But if you haven't yet, be sure to check that out, because that, like, honestly, that's probably one of the most heavily edited things I've ever made. It's also one of the most professional looking videos I've ever made. So if you really, so if you're interested in that kind of thing, be sure to check that out. So I think I'm gonna cut now, just a real quick cut, and then obviously this is just gonna, you'll see another clip. But right now, I think I'm gonna cut. So anyway, yeah, I'm returning back for some more drone. As you can see, I added some little quick text to that panel. And so that's all I've done really yet. But this is gonna be parodying a lot of sci-fi culture and things. A famous line from Star Wars, obviously Princess Leia says, "Help me, Obi-Wan, you're my only hope." So I kind of parodied that. It's the clone trooper. He says, "Come quick, mortals, you're our only hope." And then I'm gonna show a parody Princess Leia laying there in the iconic costume. She's gonna say, "Hey, you stole my line." And if you're a Star Wars fan, you'll probably get this joke. But if not, there's your explanation. So yeah, I feel a bit weird drawing this because I typically don't draw things like this, because if you follow Star Wars, you know what the costume was like. It was obviously not something that I really draw much, but I mean, for the sake of a joke, I can do it, I guess. I'm also not used to drawing this type of thing, obviously, so it's kind of weird to just kind of jump into it randomly. It's not something I'm practiced at. But, yeah. I actually just finished an issue of a series that was, I believe, that was 19 pages. So that was pretty crazy. I mean, you know, I'm gonna need some photo reference for this real quick. So I guess I'm gonna cut again, even though this one's only 2 minutes long, but I will cut real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and I drew the thing, right there, and it's a funny joke, and yeah. So I'm moving on from here. I'm sorry I haven't talked yet. No, your headphones aren't broken. No, your tablet isn't broken. No, your internet isn't broken. Just haven't talked. Sorry. This series definitely a more funny one. It's less serious than some of the stuff I do. It's got a very sci-fi flair to it. But it's also, you know, it's still very, it's not grounded in reality in any way. It's kind of, it's very, anything can happen. It's not, it has nothing that, like, there's nothing like, oh yeah, that could happen. It's all very, you know. Guys, I need to stop listening to this. I'm not talking well. I'm sorry. So yeah. Anyway, I'm drawing this guy on it's Craig is the character's name. On the phone with the people from another galaxy. It's obviously Star Wars parody characters. One thing I kind of fear with this is that people that don't watch sci-fi movies, they're gonna come in, they're gonna read this, and they'll be like, what's with all the weird Star Wars looking things? Because they're obviously parodies of the normal Star Wars characters, but if you're not someone who's watched Star Wars or recognizes Star Wars characters, it might be kind of hard to get the jokes. But yeah. I always feel weird when I'm drawing someone on the phone because it's hard to, the way you hold the phone, it's kind of hard to represent, because if their face is too small or too long, it's going to look really weird. So sometimes what I end up doing is just having them, like, holding the bottom up to their ear or the top up to their ear, and it doesn't look right, but that's kind of what I did here. Can you see that? Yeah. I guess I can keep listening to this. I mean, I shouldn't, but I'm gonna anyway. I'll probably end this soon. Maybe I'll continue it in another one. Sorry for the blowing nose. Oh geez, sorry guys. You know what? I think sneezing might be a sign that it's time to end the video for now. So I'll see you guys in the next one. This one I know is a bit short, but hopefully you did enjoy it. Hopefully it wasn't boring or anything like that. It totally was, but you know. So yeah, I will continue this later. I'm gonna do some work on it off camera, and then we'll just kind of see where I've gone from here. So yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna add my intro to this. I don't know why I'm saying that now, but whatever.